Hello people, Instructor 7 back again. And by popular request, I have the big orange head. In this little video, we're going to talk about the realistic use of the palm heel in a street fight. And there's drawbacks and there are positives to it. The main positive is that this is the hardest part of your body on your hand, rather, that you can hit with or hit hardest with without harming yourself. Watch this. I can punch that door with my knuckles and up to a certain point, but this part of my hand, that doesn't bother me at all. I can get down here and pound the floor with it. All right, the weakness to this is it's big. You don't see people box this way for a reason. You will snag a finger, hyperextend your wrist. It's very fragile when it's open. The striking surface, what you hit the bad guy with, is right in the center of the heel of the palm, directly in line with the wrist bone. If you get out here just a little bit, it's gonna bend this backwards and hurt you. Now, you're all familiar with the chin jab. It's like an uppercut, rolling those fingers back and catching the guy, which is terrible on the neck. It also shatters teeth. I've seen this done once. It was bad. The other big danger to it is when you do catch somebody under the chin, if you stun them just a little bit, the back of the head is the first thing that hits the pavement. And believe me, that pavement will hit harder than any heavyweight boxer, and there is no give. I proved that dropping a coconut in Kroger's one time. I couldn't possibly break a coconut with my bare knuckles, but I dropped it and milk went everywhere. All right. The way to do this effectively to protect your hand is to keep your hand closed all the way until right at the very end. Now, we touched on this in another video. If you lean on your hand, this is like called a child's pose in a picture. You're catching under that cheekbone right here. It's like a ridge, right where you put the stock of a pew-pew, right there. That is a natural, see the angle on it? I could just doze off right here and my head would not fall. That is a natural place to put this where you will not get a glancing blow. Would you get me that round ball, please?
Yes, sir.
Another place you can put it, you can lean on the bridge of your eyebrow right here. It's not very comfortable on my eye, but that will hold right there. See the angle on this? The third one, up under the nose, right here. That is a very natural ledge for that to catch on. Now, I'm not hitting him in the mouth and I'm not going straight into the nose. The problem with hitting someone in the nose is it acts like a boxing glove. It takes a lot of the shock out. That's not what we're doing here. Yeah, it hurts, it bleeds, makes your eyes close, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm coming up at an angle and it's going to catch right there and it's going to rattle the brain because you're going to have concussive force bouncing the skull off the palm heel, bang, right here. Another one, come here, brother, and turn around. If I have to, right there in the back of the head. I cannot punch him where his hair grows where it's supposed to grow on the forehead or anywhere around his teeth with my knuckles. But I can, if I must, right here, bang. We've covered that before. Now, turn around with that ball. Human head is not perfectly round. For me to hit this ball, I have to go exactly straight through the core and out the other side like an arrow, going right through the middle of it to get that transfer of energy and get it to ricochet off. If I come in at a 45-degree angle, I have to hit it at a 45-degree angle. If I come from the top, it's got to go straight through the center mass of this ball, however it turns. A human head, like I said, it has these ledges, these ridges to catch under. Now this thing's a little harder and a little slicker than a real head, but it's going to work fine. I catch under the eyebrow, under the cheekbone, right there under the nose, the corner of the jaw. If it's turned, I can go into the temple, and of course, he's had a complete craniotomy, but if he didn't, right back here. So hold that for me. And instead of having to get my elbow up behind this thing, get that transfer of energy, I can get away with a lot of angle, 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 turning that way. Boom, right there. Now watch what I'm doing. I'm punching close, 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 getting past his hands, and right there at the end, it doesn't take much. Just a little bit. Boom, hold it up one more time. Bam! Now, if I had to do this in the street, I don't want to fight, I'm trying to go to the car, boom! Guess what? After I strike him, I'm going to strike a pose for just a second. You know why? Look right there. Those are everywhere. And in many jurisdictions, striking with an open hand is not considered as serious as a closed fist. Now, I'm not going to hit this guy unless I absolutely have to, and he won't let me go, but I'm not giving him the first punch. Anyway, there's a second method. Hold that up. I can hit this, boom, bounce it off, right? There's another method. It's like a push. Boom! Okay? Like my hand's in there. We were practicing this a minute ago, and I sent this big man tumbling head over heels backwards on the chest. I'm not gonna do it. Come here. But I just reached over and boom, and I hit him here, not in the head, here. And I think you bumped your head a little bit, didn't you?
Just a little. Not bad.
But had I done that to his head, it would have been bad. And he supposedly knew I was gonna do it. But let's see this thing. The greatest leverage on any object is nearest the end, right? Boom, with both hands, or with one hand, and here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna have to be very careful on this wall. Let's get on the door. Can you hold this? All right, we're going. If your opponent is anywhere near a wall or an obstacle, see how I'm allowing it to stick, or both? Right there. Now he's turning to avoid hitting his wrist, but you can accelerate that thing. You get in mount, Trayvon Martin style, thumbs in the eyes, but you have these environmental weapons. Imagine bouncing somebody's skull off of something like that. Woo! Anyway, y'all play with this, realize this is not gonna work very well on your typical punching bag, round object, but something like this, just play with it on your head. Again, under the cheekbone, bridge of the eyebrow, under the nose, the chin, of course, the jaw, right here, the back of the neck, right there, base of the skull. Try that, be careful, and please never use this unless you absolutely have to, because the head will probably hit first. That's the real danger in this, that and the neck. Till then, stay safe, be dangerous, never ever initiate aggression, and always initiate the like and subscribe button. Thank you.